Homeowners are exhausted. They are tired of looking at overpriced homes continuing to still be pushed out there, and high interest rates and a recession around the corner. So what are homeowners doing? Well, we're going to talk about the real estate cycle and exactly what is happening in this housing market. My name is Orlando and welcome to my channel. Let's jump right into it. It says we've skipped a key phase in the typical real estate cycle, and next up is a recession. That is facts. We have a recession coming around the corner, guys, and we have seen all the red flags. We're currently in a situation where inflation is killing us, guys. It is high gas prices. It is grocery bill through the roof. It is the supply chain is causing us to pay more on simple things like refrigerators and deep freezers and just normal things to fix up your homes. Prices are continuing to skyrocket and skyrocket and skyrocket. Have you guys seen the prices on airlines? It is through the roof. Going from here to San Diego is $8,000. For a family of 3 or 4, it is insane, guys. So once again, we are dealing with all of this craziness. Everything is going up, up, and up, and up, and home buyers are just tired. The home buying game is changing. Pandemic era mortgage deals are over and affordability has plummeted for many potential buyers. However, despite waning demand, home prices remain high in the housing market across the country, and it's caused many Americans to wonder what comes next. A typical real estate cycle occurs in 4 cycles: expansion, hypersupply, recession, and recovery. But what happens when a factor is missing from the equation? So here's the thing, guys. What point of this do you think is missing? We have expansion, hypersupply, recession, and recovery. Which one of those do you think we're missing? I can tell you right now, it is hypersupply. We do not have a big amount of homes available. We do not have that. But what we do have is inventory is rising from where it was, maybe, at the beginning of this year or, late last year. We have more supply than that. It is continuing to go up and up and up. And we are starting to see a change in individuals deciding to sit on the sidelines versus paying these ridiculous. What is the one thing we say on this channel? Do not overpay. And we're starting to see people not pay these ridiculous prices, and they are deciding to sit on the sidelines, decide to stay in the rental market and wait for prices to become more affordable and then jumping into the housing market. It only makes sense, right? Right. But there are still some people that are gung-ho about deciding to jump into the market, which they can do. Everybody has that choice. But to spend money that you just sold your house for and to take that money and overspend on the house, it seems crazy, but hey, in a typical narrative, the hypersupply is because construction companies overbuilt and there becomes a gut of housing units. We know that's not the case with these construction companies. These construction companies are scared, guys. They are scared to overbuild and people not purchase homes because interest rates are so high and they're continuing to go up. So what do construction companies do? We have seen construction companies with their current supply give people, cut prices, add a bunch of amenities to what they're offering already, give people good deals or what is assumed good deals, right? Because you have to look at the numbers and see what are they really paying for this house? Are they still in this overpriced cloud area and dropping from $100,000 overpriced to $20,000 overpriced? It's still overpriced. But we're seeing a lot of construction companies do this where they're cutting prices. They're coming down off the high horse. They're coming down, guys. They're coming down and saying, okay, we understand interest rates are so high and, we can't sell houses and we're seeing a slowdown. People aren't kicking over, trying to claw over each other for these homes. You're probably getting, on some houses, you're getting no offers. 0 offers. Guys, 0 offers. On some of these houses, you're getting nobody saying, you know, I want to buy this house. I want to pay $200,000 over asking. You're not getting that anymore. It's over. Then he says this occurred during the housing bubble preceding the Great Recession. However, at the national level, we still see severe housing shortage. Yeah, like I said in my other videos, that's bound to happen. We have a shortage and we're climbing up into that inventory. And when we turn that recession corner, where you turn the corner, right? You're driving and then you turn the corner and it's like, what? I just came into another neighborhood. That's true. That's the recession. Right now, we're still driving in that decent neighborhood. But wait till we cross that one street. You know that one street, Martin Luther King? Just joking, just joking. You know what I'm about to say. I'm giving you all this good information and 85% of you guys are subscribed to the channel. What are you doing? Why aren't you subscribed to the channel? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It allows my channel to get seen by more people. But let's continue on. It says the residential construction has fallen to the slowest pace since April 2021, but the housing market needs to build millions of homes to meet buyers' demand. In this phase, home prices don't fall due to the surplus of inventory. They instead decline as buyers' ability to afford them wanes. Now, that's where we are with the high interest rates. Right now, affordability is non-existent. It's individuals can't afford homes with the interest rates going up to, 7, 8%. No one can afford it. That once again, we say this all the time on this channel, 2%. Remember, 2%, guys, takes away $200,000 of buying power. So imagine going from 3 to 8 to 3 to 7. That's a lot of buying power. And a lot of people do not want to drop from a $300,000 home down to a $100,000. Heck, that's probably not even in the same neighborhood. You probably don't want to live there. There's a bunch of things that why you wouldn't want. Maybe it's just not even enough room. So why even compete in this marketplace if you can't even get the home that you want?
We're in a different era. Get over it. Whoa!
Builders will continue to build, but they have not been building at a level of housing bubble when the overbuilding created a hyper supply. Although not 19.1% of home sellers dropped their listing price during 20% in the month of May, the highest since October 2019. The median asking price for newly listed homes increased 18% year over year to an all-new high of $418,000. That means that you will not continue to pay these overpriced. You will sit out and wait until it starts to decline, which it will, guys. I'm telling you, it will decline.
That's a great idea. I'm with that.
In this market, you have to be patient. You have to look at all of the red flags. You have to continue to follow this channel. I will follow you and guide you along exactly what's happening in this housing market. So while the pace of growth is slowing, home prices are still rising in several pockets of the country. That means demand exhaustion is just getting started. And I don't even have to explain that, but I will. A lot of you guys watching this channel are actively looking for a house. You cannot tell me that you are not exhausted by this housing market and saying, you know what? Forget it. I'm just gonna sit right here on the couch and wait until I start seeing things decline and jump back in this market. I'm gonna wait until I see affordability come back to the housing market before I jump into this housing market. And I don't blame you. So what does this mean? This means this whole video is about is that the continued hyper supply portion of the 4 cycles of what we have before we get to the recession is right now we're in the section of home buyer burnout, where home buyers such as yourself do not want to jump into this market and have said, I will sit on the sidelines. So what is right around the corner after that? We know, guys, and I say it all the time, recession. So once again, I hope you got value out of this content, guys. I need you to click this link here. It will help you understand everything going on with this crazy housing market. Also, to get into your first rental property, also click in the link below. I have some useful links to get your free credit report and to join our membership program. I will see you on the next one, guys. Hit that subscribe button.